Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And this movie came out in 2009, and it's directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. And for those who don't know, they're the same directors as the Lego Movie, which I really love. And this came out before that movie, and I thought this movie was good. It was solid. I enjoyed it overall. There were elements that I thought worked really well, and surprisingly enough, it's a nice and colorful movie, and they make a usage out of the fact that it's an animated movie, and they just don't use it as oh, let's just have different character designs for certain characters, and that's all we're gonna do, or just have a movie that's going to appeal to kids. They don't just do that. They make a movie that is able to tell a story, and it makes the characters somewhat interesting, and I like the characters in the movie. They're really likable. The mayor is pretty funny in the movie, and there are some characters that kind of don't really need to be in the movie, that are kind of disposable, but they don't have a whole lot of screen time, and that's one of the reasons why I don't dislike them. And I like the story of the movie overall. I like the idea that the main character is trying to make food out of water because all anyone eats in his town is sardines, which is kind of funny. I like the relationship he has with his dad, and I thought it worked very well for the film. And even if there are some parts that are kind of predictable and you know where the story is going to go, it's not disappointing in where it goes. And I liked some of the visuals in the movie. There were some nice shots, and it's memorable, especially in the third act, and I like what they do, and the animation looks good, and I like how things are reincorporated into the film, and everything is built up well, for the most part, not everything, but the movie just remains entertaining. There's some good jokes in the movie, and it just does everything that it needs to in order to be a good movie. And if you've never seen this movie, it's definitely good. And there are parts of this movie that were kind of clever, and I was surprised as to how it was presented. And I'm not going to say what these things are, but there are some things that I thought were kind of clever. And it's just a nice, fun, enjoyable movie that pretty much anyone can watch. And I don't think it's a masterpiece. There are a bunch of other animated movies that I like a lot better, and it doesn't do anything more than it does, if that makes sense. And I've said this many times before, where a good movie gives you everything you want out of it at best, whereas a great movie gives you everything you want and more. And the more element is kind of lacking for me, but I still think it's good, and I don't really have many complaints with it. I think the romance was kind of cheesy at points, but it served its purpose, and it didn't feel super thrown in, and I never hated any of the characters, and no one got annoying to me, which is a good thing. And check this movie out if you haven't already. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up. And tomorrow is going to be October 1st, and you know what that means. I'm going to start reviewing horror movies, and my original plan was to do the same thing last year, where I talk about nothing but horror movies, but I kind of wanted to talk about some stuff that wasn't necessarily a horror movie, just like sequels that I haven't covered yet, because I do a sequel or an installment of a franchise once a month, so I might throw a couple of those in, but I do have some stuff that I would like to get through, and we're going to start off this year with from this Terror Times 10 collection called You're Next. directed by Adam Wingard, so look forward to that. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.